Hello and welcome to Legacy Lane. Today, Legacy Lane presents Who is Enmerkar, the early king of Uruk?
In the vast, sun-scorched lands of modern Iraq, a story waits. It began more than 4,000 years ago, written not on paper, but pressed into damp clay. This is the tale of Enmerkar, a name that echoes from the dawn of civilization. He was a king, a hero, standing where myth and history meet. The stories place him in Uruk, one of the first great cities. Here he forged a legacy that survived time, a world of gods and mortals, of buildings and trade. To find Uruk today, you travel to Warka, low, dusty mounds, quiet remains of a metropolis. Peel back the sand and a breathtaking city appears. To understand Enmerkar, we must understand his city, Uruk. Around the 4th millennium BCE, something extraordinary happened here. Uruk grew into what many consider the world's first true city, a hub of innovation and scale on Mesopotamia's fertile plains. Between the Tigris and the Euphrates, tens of thousands gathered, an unprecedented concentration of life. This density demanded new organization, governance, and belief, a landscape of marshes, rivers, and irrigated fields. Farmers raised barley and wheat, tended date palms, herds provided wool, milk, and meat. Surplus powered the city. Freed from farming, people specialized, foundations of urban culture. At the city's heart stood great temples, economic and administrative centers as much as sacred houses. Iana, Inanna's precinct, shimmered with cone mosaics. Temple lands, labor and redistribution under divine authority. A hive of activity, technological and cultural flowering. Into this dynamic world stepped Enmerkar. A Sumerian king's life balanced the sacred and the secular. His day was a chain of duties, tradition and necessity. Morning began with ritual, ablutions, offerings to the gods. Priests read signs, entrails, stars, guiding state decisions. His divine link was the source of legitimacy. He held court, hearing disputes and delivering judgments. Messengers came from other cities and distant lands. He dictated replies, diplomacy in clay, reports on harvests, stores, canals, and the city walls. Every decision aimed to strengthen Uruk. Evening feasts displayed wealth, rewarded followers, impressed dignitaries. Bards recited heroic deeds later written for posterity. Privilege and crushing responsibility in equal measure. War leader, arbiter, priest, chief executive, all in one. He steered Uruk through unpredictable currents. The city slept. The duties would begin again. Enmerkar and the Lord of Arata offers a vivid glimpse of his world. Not just war, diplomacy, trade, and a battle of wits. Enmerkar seeks to glorify Inanna's temple. Uruk lacks these. Arata is said to have them in abundance. Arata's location is mysterious, beyond 7 mountains. Enmerkar dispatches a messenger with a bold demand and generous offer of grain. The Lord of Arata refuses and proposes impossible challenges. 7 crossings, intricate riddles. His mouth grows too heavy to recall, so the king sets words on clay, messages delivered perfectly. A diplomatic chess match unfolds. With Inanna's favor and royal ingenuity, Uruk outwits Arata. The tablets are broken, but Uruk appears to prevail. Arata's treasures arrive at Uruk, a masterwork of political propaganda, celebrating king, gods, and destiny. Power projected not just by force, but intellect, wealth, and divine right. Uruk emerges as the preeminent city of its world. A king's greatness was measured by what he built. Enmerkar is portrayed as a king of construction, especially the embellishment of temples. Temples were the homes of gods on earth. Divine favor governed floods and harvests. His focus, Iana, sacred to Inanna, love, fertility, and war. Gold to gild, silver for shrines, lapis for the sky's blue. Thousands mobilized, millions of bricks shaped and set. Clay cones formed intricate geometric skins. A project manager on a divine scale. Piety and political statement, visible power and prosperity, building as legacy to be remembered by gods and mortals. Monuments fade, the memory endures. One profound innovation of Enmerkar's world: writing. It arose in a complex city with a burgeoning bureaucracy. Administrators needed reliable accounting. What entered granaries, temple flocks, and workers' rations? The solution? Cuneiform. First for accounting. A reed made wedges in soft clay. Pictures evolved into signs for the sounds of Sumerian. Now complex ideas, laws, names, and then stories could be recorded. The epic credits Enmerkar with setting words on a tablet. Writing became a royal technology, orders ungarbled. Standardized law, quantified taxes and tribute, deeds fixed for posterity, clay speaking across time. Ephemeral words turned into history. So, was Enmerkar a real person? The answer is not a simple yes or no. He appears in epic poems and the Sumerian king list, a problematic text mixing plausible rulers with fantastical lifespans. Archaeology corroborates the world the epics describe. He may be a composite, real deeds magnified over centuries, a vessel for Uruk's memory and achievements. Enmerkar's legacy endures because it was written. Tales taught kingship, diplomacy, piety, and identity. A precursor to later traditions echoed across cultures, rediscovered by scholars who pieced clay voices together. His story frames the Uruk period's social and political realities. Writing grants a kind of immortality. If you visit Warka today, you find profound silence. Yet the whispers remain, each artifact a word in Uruk's language. Enmerkar's story is ours, the forging of cities that forged our world.
Thank you for joining me today on a walk down Legacy Lane. Join me next time as we continue to explore the stories that shaped the world. Until then, take care and keep walking in your own legacy lane.